All right, we sound good.
Migrant encounters, they topped Bill 190,000 people
There's a
in December.
selfie on another selfie. You see the wall in the distance, right?
Yeah.
So at some point they came through, whether there was a hole there or a gap in the wall.
Wait, look at this guy. Okay, hold on. They're eligible. Wait, we aren't eligible to buy homes in America, but these cats receive $3,000 debit cards. Yo, look at this. Can't be real. All right, we're getting this party started. Buckle up, boys. We've got the classic, the immigrants. All right, this is gonna be a fun time.
They're taking your jobs.
And if you're new here, I got my boy Nate with me.
What up?
And we're gonna have some fun here. I just can't believe it. I'm gay. This is unreal.
Who knows?
Look at this.
Can I tell you something about that selfie? So last week...
No, you can't tell me shit about the selfie. All right? First of all, I think that might be staged, honestly. That's out of control. All right, so I briefly spoke about this on my second channel if you're new here, so feel free to talk that out. But the comments that I'm plugging into this video are coming from this video here that I did slightly on immigration. But let's really talk about it, because it's getting a little out of hand, and I don't like it. Anyways, let's get this party started. All right, so the first comment was this dude goes, they made it political, but this is going to make sense, because this has been something that's been going on for years here. So this person goes, how could anybody vote for Harris is beyond my understanding. The last 3.5 years has been a total disaster. Now, this is what I mean by this has been going on for a long time. This person says it great. Immigration or invasion? Hold on. This is going to make sense. All right. So let's go back to the fucking 80s here. All right. The Mariel boat lift. All right. So basically, Fidel Castro said it. You could look up this footage on your own. All right. Cocaine Cowboys is where I saw it. Great documentary. So what happened is they emptied all the prisons in Cuba. Or Colombia, wherever the fuck it was. Somewhere with cocaine. All right? And they literally said he's going to send all of the prisoners right here to America.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
No. And guess what?
Yeah.
It's happening again. It's the best, but this time with Venezuela. I personally love it.
I think it's a good thing, yeah.
Yeah. This one's rich. So this is happening worldwide, but we're going to focus mostly on America today. But this has to do with America.
Oh, this is good.
In Germany, if you work really hard and pay your taxes like a good citizen, Nate, why don't you finish that one off?
You might be able to provide welfare for one more other family.
God, I want to fucking break something. All right, this one gets a little deep, okay? So buckle up, sit down, take a hit. You want that?
Just do it, because she's got Nike on.
All right, and just be prepared for this.
But I need my president to tell me why I worked so hard all these years, all these decades. Couldn't get a business loan, but I bust my ass to get the money to create my business.
We're going to double back to her. This has to do with immigrants, if you guys couldn't tell.
Yeah.
But this is America here.
And we got immigrants coming here. And they're getting money. Money! We're doing nothing but just being here. It's not right, and I want answers.
73,000
That kind of
migrants
looks
set to
like
get...
that looks like a Saturday. That looked like a mid-Saturday immigrant cookout. I kind of want to go.
Dude, I was not invited.
Yeah.
I'm kind
Can
of
we
pissed. A little elote. All right, in all seriousness, though, we're going to double back to that chick because this is, like, super important. All right? And some of this stuff almost seems a bit fake. Like, let's really think about this. They're walking into the country taking selfies. Who's doing that? Well, I guess that would be Americans going somewhere else. We'd be like, I'm in Peru, bitch.
You haven't heard of the immigrant influencer?
Yeah, that's true. All right,
Yeah.
So we're going to double back to her. But this one's fucked up. 73,000 immigrants get set to... I can't read. Nate, can you read that?
73,000 migrants set to get new prepaid debit cards spending $3.8 billion in 2024.
It sounded a lot worse when you read it. Anyways.
As a white guy.
Debit cards over the next 6 months. It's going to cost the city $2.6 million. And if you...
Now, if you don't believe that, this is going viral. But as somebody who spent some time in the EBT office for my father, we were basically the only people in there that looked like this. And definitely no one looked like this. All jokes aside. Look at the balance on this EBT card, though. The food stamp balance was $13,000. Okay? The EBT cash balance, $4,400. I know grown men that don't even have this type of money in their actual bank account.
And women.
I'm going to get pissed. All right, anyways, let's double back to the black chick. This is going to make sense, okay? Come on.
He's an illegal immigrant. He showed me his paperwork that he will receive funds to purchase my food truck.
If you haven't watched this woman's video, you need to go watch it right now. She talks about how she was trying to get a business loan. She was denied by the government, and she had to work her butt off for years to get her business off the ground. She's selling the food truck. Well, she meets with this guy who's interested in buying it. Turns out he's an illegal immigrant. He tells her this and shows her paperwork that he's gonna get thousands of dollars that's gonna enable him to be able to purchase her food truck. Rightfully so, she starts to break down. Because why are these people getting taken care of instead of us? Essentially, our government that's supposed to be helping us with our tax dollars.
So you're telling me that...
I don't see a problem with that as an immigrant.
Well, first of all, if you guys are new here, all right, or wherever you guys are up here, Nate's only not an illegal immigrant, but he's gay.
Yeah, I'm a gay immigrant.
And everybody's doing it, okay?
Yeah, it's
so if you don't like it, you're racist, you're sexist. No, I'm just joking.
I'm going to get your bank accounts
all right.
cleared out.
Well, all seriousness aside, though, really think about that.
Just kidding.
Really think about that. Like, I don't think any of this shit is by accident. And I'm also crazy and I'm labeled insane. Okay? So don't take anything I say for face value. But back to the Venezuela thing, all right? Just so you know, I'm not making this shit up. Let's let Dr. Phil, the real deal Phil deal, Phil listen.
DHS has acknowledged that Venezuela, for example, is emptying their prisons and their rehabilitation centers with the understanding you get out if you leave here and go to the United States.
Yes.
Bro.
Real quick. I want you to think about this, right? Anybody who's been through the court system, it's not no just get out of jail free, go to another country, get a bunch of free money, and then buy some woman's food truck with a bunch of free money. Okay? As somebody who has been through the court system, all right? When you get a felony, guess what? I'm not allowed to leave. Like, leaving the country becomes hard. Doing things become difficult. So when you really break it down and go, wait a minute, I could be a convicted felon, go to prison, get out of prison, sent to another country, get a bunch of free money, and then buy a business. Sometimes I go, I think I'm doing it all wrong.
Yeah, what are we doing?
I personally love it. All right, back to, let's get into some more comments here. So here's some more comments from my second channel. He goes, Jack, Venezuela has emptied 50% of its prisons into the U.S. Car accidents with illegals is the least of your worries. I got slammed recently in a car accident. I talked about it on my main channel.
I don't know why you're saying that. I'm pretty sure you actually liked getting your car T-boned and slammed into. I thought it was great.
Dude, it's honestly, nothing gets my dick hard in the morning more, well, besides a woman, than some dude without a license, no identification, and a car that's not his, just T-boning me and putting me totally out of commission. Nothing gets me going more.
It's pretty cool.
But I will say, him saying it's the least of my worries is kind of like, he's actually right, because look at this comment down here. Nate, read this for me and tell me this doesn't blow your mind. This is actually happening.
If Jack had made these claims in Britain and not here, he'd be in jail for thought crimes. Very scary.
Yeah, but like I've said, though, to you guys here, I'm nuts. Right?
Wow, wow,
wow. Wow. I'm crazy. So, like, don't think anything. Think for yourselves. I'm here to have the conversation, and for you guys to go, this dude's nuts, but then you think about it for yourself. All right, let's keep this party moving. We've got some great comments here, though. I really like Nate reading these. Now, back to the Venezuelans. Now, real fast. One time I got jumped. I don't know if you've ever been jumped by 9 men before. Nate, have you?
No.
Okay, it's awesome. I highly recommend it. I really did. This really happened out of nowhere, too.
Yeah.
And guess what? They were all Venezuelans. It was about 10 years ago. And I have no problem with Venezuelans. It's all good. What's up, muchacho? Whatever. Come rob me. Anyway, so here's apparently some Venezuelans breaking into a house. So this is really fun. And when you really think about it, though, some of this stuff, like some of the news stuff, I feel like could be fake, right? But then, everybody's got a Ring doorbell nowadays. So, some of this stuff is definitely not fake. Like, I'm seeing this shit with my own eyes. Like, I live in South Florida. Nate lives in South Florida. Like, we see this shit. It's for real. Like, chime in below where you live and if you've noticed this as well.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, so, Nate, take the lead on this one.
All right. $5 billion. Shocking amount New York City taxpayers have spent on migrants, and it's still going up.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's great.
It's all good. Yeah. Like, give them all the money. Like, whatever. Okay? Mm-hmm. But this is just something where it's like they're shoving it in our face, and it's almost like we're becoming numb to it. But I know a lot of you guys are pissed, just like I am.
Yeah.
And we're not mad at people coming here, right? Like, Nate, I'm not mad about that. It's just do it correctly.
Yeah, don't be a dickhead.
Like, I don't just get to go to Peru, buckle my shoe.
Yeah.
Give me money, what it do? Just hang out.
I don't get to go to Brazil and just push people around and be a dickhead. Because I would get armbarred in 3 seconds.
Exactly. And just have sex with their women.
Yeah. Why would I do that? Those hot Brazilian women.
Anyways, but this guy makes a very valid point right here. This is in Canada, but this applies to the U.S. This applies to any Western civilization.
Let's do it.
Now, I'm not making this to be rude. I'm not making it to be disrespectful.
Yes, you are.
I'm making it to show you guys what's going on in our country, okay? All 5 of these people behind me are going to live in a 1-bedroom apartment. You feel me? Look at that. So we're in Canada, and Trudeau is letting this happen every single day. Every day, right? Every day. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment by myself. These guys are about to go into a 1-bedroom apartment with 6 people. Jeez. Tell me that that's not a problem.
Oh, if you think that's a problem, wait for this one. This is some biblical stuff here, okay? All right? Take several hits. You're going to need it. Now, take religion out of this. This is just written a long time ago. Look at it like it's written in stone, okay? This is from Deuteronomy 28, chapter 43. For the Lord sent several gay men to the front door. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't say that.
Yeah.
This is fucked up.
Wrong passage.
Yeah, that's total. Yeah. That's Colossians. He goes, foreigners who live in your land will gain more power while you gradually lose yours. Oh, I don't like that. He goes, they will have money to lend you, but you will have none to lend them. In the end, they will be your rulers.
Which is fine.
No,
that's
cool. It's
kind
of a cycle of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The student becomes the master. Yeah, it's all good, dude. Like, Jesus got stoned too. Like, I get it, Anyways, Nate, take the lead on this one.
Top one?
There should be a rule. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. There should be a rule where if an illegal immigrant does you or your property harm, then you have every right to send the bill to the federal government. They need to pay for this shit. Good idea.
That's very innovating stuff.
Yeah.
All right, this one was good too. This is from the previous video on the second channel. Because what sucks too is if you get in trouble as a citizen, you have to pay a bunch of fines, right? Take classes, etc. Guilty. It can ruin you financially for a few years. Oh, it can. But if it's an illegal immigrant, they don't have to pay. Nothing to lose because they're driving illegally anyways. The cop system will say, well, there's really nothing we could do about it. My uncle's fucking Venezuelan gay man. He didn't say that. I'm sorry for making a bunch of gay jokes. I'm just trying to have a gay old time here, okay? Like, I'm not actually... I love these people.
Gay is good.
It's great.
Less competition for us.
There you go.
Yeah.
He goes, they're not going to pay, but we really can't keep them in jail for longer than a day or two. And then they're out driving around illegally again with really no consequences. And personally, It's kind of like, honestly, if you really want my real opinion, it's the best. It really is. It makes so much sense. I love it.
Why? I mean,
that's
if you could do that and get away with it, why wouldn't you?
For real. The more the merrier. Like, come fuck my wife while you're at it.
Yeah, please do.
Anyways, this guy's like, deport. They are called because they are called illegal for more than one reason. We create laws in this country to protect the innocent, not for those without respect and see that they can't get away without laws. Well, that's like laws only apply to people who look like me and Nate and apparently look exactly like you. Or if you're black, you're just fucked.
You're sounding pretty bigoted, dude.
Yeah. So good luck with that. Okay, this guy goes, I was in the military, traveled a whole lot. And yes, especially as Americans, we must obey other countries' laws and customs or we get fucked right in the butt. Dude, and they take your children and your wife down to the precinct and they bend you over. I'm just kidding. They don't actually do that. Maybe they do.
Like, imagine if you were in Iran or in Iraq or like one of these Middle Eastern countries and you don't follow the customs, you're going to get your head sawed off.
Yeah, probably. Or
as an American.
Even better. This one, take this home with you and then we'll keep this party moving. Think about this. Think about every time you leave your house, especially in South Florida. Think about all the Mexican flags hanging in people's rear view mirrors. All the Haitian flags hanging in people's rear view mirrors. If your country is so fucking dope, why don't you live there? Could you imagine me going to Haiti or Venezuela? Rocking an American flag, a big one on my back windshield.
Don't even think about it.
Fucking pissed.
He's actually really happy.
No. I want everybody in this room to think about what they have done. Anyways, I'm going to cool down. Let's keep this moving.
Yeah.
My bad. All right.
Yeah, chill, dude.
Upward and onward.
Yeah.
You react when you ain't going for bullshit. This is how you react, man. The UK is not going for their country being taken over. Only people benefit from immigration is billionaires, millionaires from cheap free slave labor. That's the only people that's benefiting off this. The rest of the people are hurting because of these people. America needs to do something, man, and we can start by voting locally.
He said voting.
Still believes in
This is the best. Hold on. Honestly, though, like if you
is he?
Look, I'm not saying like we can't do nothing about it, all right? But like, yo, we've been voting for a long time. And don't make me bring up the Mariel boat lift again, okay? Don't make me do it. Actually, I will towards the end of the video. But just something to think about. And that clip was just hilarious. Shout out to these guys. Yeah. Anyways, but this is happening everywhere, okay? That was London, all right? This is happening all over the place. Ireland, London, Canada. That's about all I know. But it's happened in a lot of fucking places, apparently. And sometimes I don't know if this shit's real or not. But this clip right here wasn't on the news. But pay attention to what this person says as you watch all these people getting driver's licenses. Get ready for this, Nate.
Simply cannot watch this and tell me there is nothing wrong with the current system.
One of the things I see a lot in South Florida are people that have been in this country that maybe came from Cuba 45 years ago. They've worked here their entire lives. They retire. They get $800, $900, $1,000 a month from Social Security. And then they run into somebody who just got here from Cuba 3 months ago, 29 years old, doesn't work, and is given $1,500 a month in benefits by our government because they're refugees. That refugee, a year later, is traveling back to Cuba 15 times. And in the meantime, we're giving you Medicaid, food stamps, health care for your children, cash payments from the refugee fund. So imagine if you've been working here for 40 years and your Social Security check is smaller than the benefits going to a 28-year-old able-bodied person who just got here. That's real. That happens. That's happening every day. That makes no sense.
That absolutely makes no sense, and it's unfair to the people who've paid taxes for decades here. Marco Rubio's family migrated from Cuba, and even with that in mind, he loves America enough to acknowledge its flaws. Which is why you simply cannot watch this and tell me there is nothing wrong with the current system.
That's the crazy thing is you got to think, because, dude, I used to work at Publix. A lot of the people in my, like, the produce section that I would be near a lot were Cubans. Like, there was a whole family. There was a whole family that worked that was Cuban, and it's like they got a path to citizenship. They came here, they did it the right way, and now I imagine they must be more pissed off than people who were born here.
Dude.
As someone who did it the right way, they're probably fucking pissed, you know?
Let me put it to you this way.
That's terrifying.
All right? Like we said, we don't have a problem with people uprooting. Let me talk to you guys right here. Let's get in here. I have no problem with people coming in. No problem. Do your thing. Have fun. I want to be able to go to other countries too. All right? For real. I really do. Okay? But my father, who was a royal asshole, actually was a great dad up until he got hooked on drugs. Thanks to the Venezuelans. Just joking. That was his own fault. But 70-year-old man, it took me 2 years just to get him government housing when he got $1,100 Social Security. Now, my dad could have retired on his own and been super wealthy, but he blew all of his money on hard drugs and alcohol. His fault. He fucked that up. But my point is, it took me 2 years to get him into a place. Meanwhile, motherfuckers just skipping in, taking selfies on the way in, which I still don't think that almost seems like it was fake, honestly. But think about that shit. Now, also, this one's kind of trippy to really think about. I like to end on a fun, kind of positive note. So take this one home with you, and this is something to really think about. Remember the guys laughing hysterically. Think about that as the people in control.
Made the internet to listen to you idiots.
Hold on. We're going to double back to that guy. 1 second. Think about this. A 13-year-old said this. My 13-year-old son said today, the world makes no sense. No explanation needed. Now,
Facts.
Back to the dude that said, back to the black guy. End on this note.
They made the internet to listen to you idiots. The government sits on high. The real people that run the government, you don't know. You don't never see them. You never see them. You think you know their name.
It's really him. He runs everything. Just this guy at the do-rag.
Nature Boy TV.
All right, no, but for real, though. Think about what this guy's got to say for real.
Shout out Nature Boy.
Hold on.
But they're watching you through the internet. They're actually creating artificial intelligence that is collecting all of the data, the algorithms and data of our voices and our thoughts to create human consciousness from computer and put the human consciousness into the computer. Actually, this is all actually experiment. This is all experiment. This is a social experiment. At the same time, how else does the elite get to understand what's on the people's mind? This shit is real. That's how they know what's on your mind and who to watch and what the people like and the trends, the hashtags. They let them know exactly the algorithm of the people's mind, exactly what people are clicking the most. What are people fucking wanting? What are they asking for?
Well, hey, if the elite are watching right now, you better like and subscribe.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just so fucking whoa, I'm out of my mind. Help me, I'm retarded. Actually, I'm not retarded. That would be slowed down. I'm actually super speed. Anyways, my point is, think about it for your fucking selves. I'm getting pissed off, okay? If you guys leave your thoughts, I'm done. Check out my boy Nate's channel or don't. I'm getting fucking pissed. And I'm going to fucking rage. And I'm going to get down with the Venezuelans. And I'm going to be at your party tomorrow night. And I'm just kidding. All right, seriously, though?
But I'm happy.
Good talk. I'm going to leave his information down below.
You guys been cool.
You guys leave your thoughts, all right? I'm with you. And if the government's watching, help!
Help! That's so...